Good evening. I'm going to call the May 14th, 2024 Finance meeting to order. I'm present Councilmember Brennan, Councilmember McPartland, Councilmember Moskowitz, Town Attorney Finnan, Town Comptroller Greenwood, Assistant to the Town Comptroller Janet Wynn. We also have Eric Amberger, Chief Koshin, Michelle Martinelli, Laura Robertson, Ray Smith, Matt Yetto in attendance. All right. May I have a motion to approve the meeting minutes from the April 16th, 2024 Finance meeting?
Motion to approve the minutes from the April 16th meeting.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Are there any changes to those minutes? All right. Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Those minutes are approved, and we'll move on to our items for action.
Okay, the first item is a resolution authorizing the supervisor to sign the town liability insurance policy renewals. That was all sent around. They renewed them right at the beginning of the month for us. We had initially thought we'd be at about an 18% increase. They were able to keep it down to 12% for us, so we were very pleased with that. The next item is tentative. Currently in the works, it's a resolution adopting the new town AED policy and designating the public access defibrillator coordinator. And Chuck has been working on that, and he has been going back and forth a whole lot with the community programs department, working on the wording and how we need to get that set up for all the AEDs that are going into the parks. The next is a resolution to appoint a payroll clerk. Our current payroll clerk is retiring after nearly 17 years, and we put out some advertising. We got some interest, went through, looked at the resumes, did an interview, and we have a candidate that we think is going to work out very well, who lives right here locally in Niskayuna. So this should be an excellent fit. The next item I have to call attention to is a resolution permanently appointing a wastewater treatment plant operator trainee. I apologize, I left the word waste out of that one. And he has passed his exam, so we're ready to make him permanent. Okay. The next item is a resolution authorizing the supervisor to sign a contract for cleaning services for town hall. We have been without a cleaner for a while now. We were advertising two options, one to get a service in, one was to potentially hire somebody. Charlie Briami has taken a number of different people and organizations through town hall and gotten a whole bunch of estimates. He and Ray worked through those, and we have found a cleaner that should be able to do a good job for us, so we would like to get them started. The next item I don't believe we need actually. So we weren't sure if the mowing at Dean Street would be by contract or would be under the amount, but go ahead and remove item F. My apologies, I should have struck that. The next item after that is tentative. It's a resolution to accept the court process audit once that is completed. It's yet to be completed, so if it's done by the end of the month, we'll put that on. We then have.
Completed.
We did complete.
Oh, you
that.
did? Okay.
It's ready to go.
Oh, okay, then it's no longer tentative. I apologize. I hadn't seen that yet. All right, so that will be ready for resolution. The next item is finance approval for the annual Civic Plus software fee. That's $6,831.01. And that's used in the community programs office. If I could get a motion to approve that.
Motion to approve that finance for annual Civic Plus. You need that now, right? That's what
Yes,
you want to do.
correct.
Motion to approve that.
Okay, are there any questions about that?
All those in favor?
Thank you.
Aye.
Great, thank you. The next item is another annual renewal for software. This is for the annual Edmunds GovTech Incorporated fee for the IPS maintenance. That is used by the planning department, I believe. And that's $7,801.41.
Has that increased or is that the same fee as in the past?
I believe it's increased a little bit, not significantly.
So you want a motion on that? Is that correct?
Yes, please.
Okay, motion to approve the annual Edmunds Government Tech fee for IPS maintenance.
Second.
Okay.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Great.
Approved.
All right, and it turned out that the Estimates for Dean Street Park were within finance approval range. So if we could get finance approval for mowing Dean Street Park in the amount of $8,760.
You all right with that, Ray? You're coming up.
Yep.
Motion to approve the mowing for Dean Street Park, $8,760.
I'll second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, that's approved.
Thank you. Ray had asked if he could add another thing for finance approval from the floor. Do you want to speak to that?
This would be for fencing next to the police department where we tore down them old brick walls. This was part of last year's ongoing repairs here at Town Hall. If you remember, we had them shorter walls that were in poor condition. We tore them down. So I got a quote for, I talked with the chief and we came up with, what type of fence he wanted there. So I got a quote on that and I'd like to move forward with that. And that would come out of the monies that we carried over from last year for repairs around here at the town hall.
Right, so it's coming out of like building maintenance and
Building
repairs.
maintenance, correct.
What type of fence are we getting?
It's a black coated chain link fence with privacy slats. So in
How
doing
high is it gonna be? I'm sorry.
6 foot.
6 foot.
In doing this, we had the guy give us a quote for the larger post on both the inside corners in case we ever want to put a gate there. So we won't have to redo it. It will be sturdy enough to, if you want to put a gate at a later date to put that in.
Okay, and that's the type of fence that you and the chief sort of put your head
That's
together.
what he
and
wanted.
decided on. That's what he wanted.
What's the amount? The amount?
That's it.
$5,800.
So we need finance approval.
Correct.
Okay.
So I still got some more questions about that.
Understood.
I'm sorry. So it's gonna be black fence with black slats, is that
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
That's gonna look all right there?
Yeah.
And this, we decided on this over vinyl. I don't even know, did you guys consider vinyl or not?
Yeah. So we wanted to create more of a delineator than there was with the walls.
Mhm.
You would recognize that that area is isolated. He has a real problem with traffic going through. So we hope with this style fence, we can do his no vehicles through on each side of it. It'd be very bold and not bold, but
Yeah.
it'll be noticeable so that people don't use it for through traffic. So
We staying in the same footprint or are we closing
same,
down
it's
the
actually
entry
gonna
or?
be, it's gonna be narrower than what was there.
Okay, this should hold up pretty good for plowing and stuff like that, right? Snow
Time will
removal.
tell, I'll let you know.
I was kind of thinking that's why vinyl might not be the right choice, with snow and,
I'll send you a picture. No, it should be fine, I think, and it'll last a long time. It's coated, so it'll never get deteriorated or anything like that, so
Mhm.
it should be a good fit for that.
Okay.
All right,
Those are my questions.
thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. And Jordan had another thing to add from the floor as well.
Good evening. Yeah, just on that fence issue, we went with 6/4. 4 felt a little too short, just in case, because we do transport prisoners.
Yeah, no, I think
Sally
6
Port-
foot's a good idea.
Yeah,
I didn't know if you were gonna go higher.
But I
than that.
agree. I mean, I don't know what is going to be the most aesthetically pleasing based on the building's construction, but we thought black would be the least invasive and look a little bit, because we have black police logo, and we're getting new signs and things of that nature, would kind of tie into the whole thing. But we can certainly discuss those options if we have to. So
So before you move on, can we take a vote on that?
Yes.
Okay, motion to approve the fence bid for $5,800.
Stole my thunder. I'll second your motion. Would you like to call for the vote? We'll just share it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay, finance approval. You're getting a fence, buddy.
Thank you.
You had to wait a little while.
That's okay. We got there. We got there. Just from the floor, we don't have the official letter yet, but we did get an email from DCGS. Last year, Governor Hochul put out a law enforcement technology grant. We sort of shot for the moon on this. Detective Kafaga and myself, along with Detective Munger, came up with some estimated costs and some different ideas that we could do as force multipliers in terms of technology through our police department, including LPRs, camera systems, things of that nature, computer software, forensic extraction tools that we all talked about the other night at the ceremony. So we applied for $196,519, and we were awarded that,
Well done.
which is a
Wow.
pretty substantial amount of money. So thank you to both Detective Kafaga and Detective Munger, but we're looking to do a resolution to accept those funds. They're non-matching. It's just a one-time payment to us.
That's fantastic. And as you said, we were all educated about how they're using these sort of tools already in our police department and how we're known for being able to use these kind of tools to do their jobs.
We have two of the most technologically savvy and technically renowned, if you will, in the area investigators in terms of technology. So Hishem and Ian are head and shoulders above most folks. And I don't mean to brag on them, but this is their project and we applied for it and here we are. So
It's okay. I'll help you out with that because we had a little ceremony and we talked about some of these cases and how their abilities have helped our residents when they've been scammed online and lost significant amounts of money. And because of their abilities, as we all heard, they were able to recover some of that. And really, that's commendable because that usually doesn't happen.
generally not. So, okay. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Good job.
Okay, at this time, we don't have any budgetary modifications, but we may by the end of the month, so we will keep that on there in case those come along.
Okay.
And I just wanted to take this opportunity as a reminder, again, being that it's a federal election year and people seem to be more excitable already this year than they've been in the past. I just want to remind everybody who's an administrator that New York State Consolidated Laws, Chapter 31, Article 2, Section 27B, sets forth the obligation of public employers, which is all of us in administration, to prevent violence in the workplace, which includes harassment of verbal nature as well. So just be mindful that we're keeping our employees safe. Thank you. And that's all I had.
Thank you. All right. That's all we have for tonight's finance agenda. This time I'll make a motion to adjourn. Do I have a second?
Second,
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
aye.
All right. We stand adjourned and we will begin our agenda committee meeting at 7 p.m.